This is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. Out of everything that's on the internet, this is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. Out of everything that's on the internet, this is the best thing.
This fish-keeping live stream is presented in part by Oasis Aquatics. Oasis Aquatics specializes in tropical freshwater fish, saltwater fish, invertebrates, coral, and oddballs. We strive to provide weird, rare, and unique fish. We ship all across the USA. Find your Oasis today at oasisaquaticsnj.com. Don't forget to enter the Oasis Aquatics giveaway simply by purchasing some fish from Oasis Aquatics, and you'll automatically be entered and have the chance to win $100 in store credit. When ordering, please mention Aqua Alex or my YouTube channel.
From the hit series Life in the Amazon comes an all-new spin-off focused on animal life centering on the African rivers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life in Africa. From the intimidating Nile crocodile with its razor-sharp teeth and its predatory instincts to the gorgeous African cichlids and tropical fish. To the hungry hippos, the mighty lions, friendly zebras, and the tall reticulated giraffes, every animal from Africa will be discussed. Life in Africa goes live right now. Please press start.
Welcome, adventurers, to Life in Africa, the live stream where we dive deep into the heart of Africa's incredible wildlife. Welcome to episode 14 of Life in Africa. Join Aqua Alex, your guide on this exciting journey across the continent's vibrant ecosystems. Tonight, we plunge into the mysterious depths of Africa's lakes and rivers to meet a truly electrifying resident, the electric catfish. This stunning and shocking creature is not your ordinary catfish. Armed with the ability to generate electricity, it uses this unique power to stun its prey and fend off predators. Get ready to be amazed as we uncover the secrets of this extraordinary fish and explore the wonders of its aquatic habitat. So let's get electric and delve into the fascinating world of the electric catfish. Stay tuned, and let's dive in. And now here to talk about electric catfish is your host Aqua Alex Cardinale, live from Green Acres, Florida.
Good evening and welcome to Life in Africa. I'm your host, the one and the only Aqua Alex Cardinale. Life in Africa is proudly presented to you by Oasis Aquatics. www.oasisaquaticsonline.com. Life in Africa is also presented by African Joy Flicks. Tonight, on an all-new episode of Life in Africa, we are going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite African catfish. It is an African catfish with a face only a mother can love. It is a prehistoric, monster-looking catfish. It is the electric catfish. Yes, folks, there are catfish out there that can produce electricity, and it is the electric catfish. Tonight on Life in Africa, I'm going to give you information on the electric catfish. Now, they're one of my favorite catfish from Africa. I have yet to keep them, but I definitely would love to keep them someday. They are an interesting catfish for sure, and they are kind of loved in the aquarium hobby. I have yet to keep them, but I want to. The only thing stopping me is the tank mate issue, but maybe one day I will keep electric catfish. So today, I'm going to give you information on electric catfish. We'll talk about the different species of electric catfish. I also want to talk about how electric catfish differ from their South American counterparts, the electric eel, and we'll talk about keeping them in the home aquarium, and I will share photos and videos of the electric catfish. If you have any questions on the electric catfish, please go ahead and post your questions down in the comments below. And if you have any thoughts on the electric catfish, go ahead and post your thoughts down in the comments below as well. So please bear with me. I have to use a new live streaming platform for the moment. I have to live stream on my tablet because we're having issues with my computer. So hopefully tonight's live stream and all future live streams will be a lot better with less tech issues. All right, let's go ahead and get started by talking about the electric catfish. And we're going to start with some information on the electric catfish. So, the electric catfish family includes two genera, and hopefully I can pronounce their names right. The first genre is Malapaturus and Paradoxaglinus, with 21 species altogether. Several species of this family have the ability to generate electricity, delivering a shock of up to 350 volts from its electric organ. Electric catfish are found in tropical Africa and the Nile River. Electric catfish are usually nocturnal and carnivorous. Some species feed primarily on other fish, incapacitating their prey with electric discharges, but others are generalist bottom feeders, feeding on things like inverts, fish eggs, and detritus. The largest electric catfish can grow to be about 1.2 meters long, which is 3 feet in length, but more species are far smaller. The largest electric catfish has Electricus in its scientific name, so it's not hard to realize which one gets the largest. It is the Electricus catfish that gets 3 feet long. So on average, electric catfish can range anywhere from 6 inches all the way up to 30 inches, 3 feet. Now, the electric catfish are the only group of catfish with well-developed electrogenic organs. However, electroreceptive systems are widespread in catfish. The electrogenic organ is derived from anterior body musculars, and they line the body cavity. Electric catfish Electric catfish do not have dorsal fins or fin spines. They have 3 pairs of barbels. The nasal pair is absent. The swim bladder has elongate posterior chambers, 2 chambers in Malapaturus and 3 in Paradoxaglinus. Malapaturus have been conditioned by means of reward to discharge on signal. As reported in the New York Times, April 2nd, 1967, a researcher by the name of Dr. Frank Mondrade of City College, New York, conditioned a electric catfish to discharge on a light signal for a reward of live worms delivered automatically. This is the first conditioning that modified neither glandular nor muscular responses. Like I said earlier, the largest electric catfish can grow to about 1.2 meters, 3 feet, and weigh 44 pounds. Most electric catfish are much smaller, reaching less than 30 centimeters, 1 feet in length. The electric catfish of the Nile was well known to the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptians repeatedly used the electric shock from them when treating arthritis pain. They would use only smaller fish, as a large fish may generate an electric shock from 300 to 400 volts. The Egyptians depicted the fish in their mural paintings and elsewhere. The first known depiction of an electric catfish is on a slate palette of the pre-dynastic Egyptian ruler Narmer about 3100 BC. The shock of these catfish is used to stun prey and in defense against predators. It is not known to be fatal to humans, but large electric catfish can stun an adult person. In small electric catfish, the generated current is far less. It only feels like a tingle to humans. And that is some general information on electric catfish. Now let's talk about the different electric catfish species, shall we? Let's start with Malapaturus electric cats. And this is the catfish. These are the electric cats that get the largest of the electric catfish family. They include 18 species. They are found throughout western and central tropical Africa and the Nile River. They occur in all major freshwater systems, including the Buzai, Niger, Uguigi, Omo, Sangwa, Sabalunda, Senegal, Sherry, Congo, and Zambezi river basins, as well as lakes Albert, Chad, Kanji, Tanganyika, and Turkana. Malapaturus have an elongated and a cylindrical body that gives them the general appearance of a sausage. I often call them the potato catfish or the Mr. Potato catfish because to me, they look like a potato as well as a sausage. The eyes are small, the lips are rather thick, and the snout is rounded with widely separated nostrils. The gill openings are narrow and restricted to the sides. Malapaturus species have 3 pairs of barbels, and they lack a dorsal fin. The pectoral, pelvic, and caudal fins are rounded. The swim bladder has 2 elongate posture chambers. Species in Malapaturus are generally grayish-brown on the back and sides, fading to an off-white or cream color on the ventral surfaces of the head and body. There are irregular black spots or blotches randomly distributed on the sides of the body. The posterior half of the caudal peduncle usually has a dark brown or black vertical bar and a cream vertical bar immediately before it. The edges of the anal and caudal fin have a cream margin, and the base of the caudal fin has a cream region and a dark brown crescent-shaped band immediately after it. The electrogenic organ is derived from anterior body muscles and lines the body cativity. A fish that is about 19 inches in length can discharge up to 350 volts of electricity. Now, the electric catfish, M. electricus, is one of the few electric species that have been conditioned by means of reward to discharge on signal. As reported in the New York Times on April 2nd, 1967, researcher Dr. Frank Mondrita of City College of New York conditioned a M. electricus to discharge on a light signal for a reward of live worms delivered automatically. This is a first in conditioning that modified nor granular nor muscular responses. And as I said earlier in the show, the largest Mollipaturus species can get 48 inches in length and weigh 44 pounds. These species of electric catfish are generally found among rocks or roots in turbid or black waters with low visibility. They favor sluggish or standing water. Now, they are a voracious fishivore. They use their electrical discharges to stun prey. It is an opportunistic feeder and will feed on any readily available prey in the habitat. These fish are slow-moving, deliberate feeders with infrequent heavy meals. So they may eat less than other catfish, but what they do eat, it's a big, bulky meal. Kind of like me, kind of like your host, Aqua Alex. I eat less often now, but when I do eat, I have infrequent heavy meals. Breeding pairs of electric catfish nest in holes about 3 meters, 10 feet in length, excavated in clay banks in waters that is 1 to 3 meters, 3.3 to 9.8 feet deep. And that is information on your Mollipaturus electric catfish. The Mollipaturus electric catfish are your most common electric catfish seen in the aquarium hobby, and they're also the most common electric catfish that are collected in Africa. Here is a picture of a Mollipaturus electric catfish. So as you can see, the Mollipaturus electric catfish has the body of a sausage or potato, and it has nice dark spots on it. Very cool looking electric catfish. But still to come tonight on Life in Africa, we're going to see photos and videos of electric catfish a little bit later on. We still have got a little bit more information to get to here on this episode of Life in Africa. Right now, we're going to talk about the other species of electric catfish from Africa. These ones are a little bit smaller than your Mollipaturus electric catfish. These electric cats are known as Paradoxaglinus. And they stay a lot smaller than your other electric cats that we just talked about. They stay a lot smaller than the Mollipaturus, significantly smaller. So the Paradoxaglinus is a genus of electric catfish native to Africa, where all of the known species are endemic to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The species in this genus range from about 4.3 to 6.7 inches. These guys are smaller growing of the electric catfish, and they have to use their electric organs to avoid becoming prey to the predators of the African lakes and rivers. There is not much information on the Paradoxaglinus electric catfish, so I think it's safe to assume that these are extremely rare in the aquarium hobby. However, to an untrained eye, there are some Paradoxaglinus species that look very similar to the Mollipaturus family of electric catfish, but there are significant differences that you can spot. So let me put up an image of a Paradoxaglinus electric catfish that I found. This is actually from an online fish store, I believe, and it's actually available for purchase right now. So if you're looking for a dwarf electric catfish, I believe it's available at that online fish store. The problem is I don't remember which fish store it was because there are so many online fish shops out there. But anyway, here is an image of a dwarf electric catfish known as the Paradoxaglinus catfish. So as you can see, total different body look than the larger electric catfish family that we talked about a few moments ago. The larger electric catfish family, they have brown spots throughout the body, covering the entire body. But the dwarf electric cats have unique looks. Some have no other color on their body. Some are just basic brown. Some may have like black stripes or a half brown and half black body. Very, very interesting. But the biggest takeaway between the two species of electric catfish is the size. The Melipoturus species can get anywhere from 12 to 3 feet, and the Paradoxiclinus species can get anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. So significant size differences. So for the one that starts with an M, you would need a massive aquarium, anywhere from 75 to 150 gallons would probably be enough for one of those electric cats. But for the smaller species, generally 40 gallons and larger is sufficient for the smaller species of electric catfish. All right, so that's the different species of the electric catfish out there. I gotta say, they are definitely an interesting looking fish, one that I could foresee myself keeping in the future. I definitely would love to keep an electric catfish. I had the opportunity about a decade ago, but that was when I only had 1 or 2 aquariums, and I really wasn't wanting to commit one tank for a catfish because catfish are not the most active fish in the world. But now, when I research electric catfish, I get conflicting reports. I've got some people saying they have their electric catfish with tank mates with no issues. Then I got other people telling me that they only keep their electric catfish by themselves because it's killed other fish. So my personal opinion is, if it's a large enough tank with enough caves and enough rock work that the electric catfish can go hide and stay away from other fish, I don't think it's a problem, because the electric catfish's discharges are significantly lower than that of the electric eel. As a matter of fact, the electric eel can easily kill an electric catfish with one shock if it wanted to. It probably would take about 1,000 shocks of an electric catfish to kill an electric eel. But electric eels actually get significantly larger than electric catfish, and they are totally different fish. And right now we're going to answer that question. How do electric catfish differ from electric eels? That is a very good question. And earlier today, I asked my good friends over at A.I. Artificial Intelligence what they thought the answer was to this question. And artificial intelligence says, electric catfish and electric eels are both fascinating creatures known for their ability to generate electricity, but they differ significantly in terms of biology, habitat, and electrical capabilities. Electric catfish belong to the family Melipoturus and are primarily found in freshwater habitats across Africa. They can generate electric shocks, but their voltage output is relatively low, typically around 350 volts, which they use mainly for defense and hunting small prey. In contrast, electric eels, which are actually a type of knifefish and not true eels, belong to the family Gymnotidae and are native to the freshwater rivers of South America. They are renowned for their powerful electrical discharges, which can reach up to 600 volts, making them capable of stunning larger prey and deterring predators. Electric eels have the power to kill cattle and even humans, while electric catfish do not. Electric catfish do not have a strong enough shock to kill anything other than fish. Additionally, electric eels have specialized electrocrites that allow them to control the intensity and duration of their electric shocks more precisely than electric catfish. Despite their differences, both species showcase remarkable evolutionary adaptations that allow them to thrive in their respective environments. So, In other words, the only difference between an electric catfish and an electric eel is the power of their electricity and their habitats. Electric catfish has the less amount of voltage, and the electric catfish lives in Africa. Electric catfish generally get around 350 volts, whereas the electric eel can get over 600 volts of electricity. So my money in a fight between the electric catfish and the electric eel, hands down. Now, that's not to say that a volt from the electric catfish wouldn't hurt, because it would hurt. 350 volts is no joke, but it would do no damage to a human or any large predators. So, for example, in Africa, some of the large fish predators would probably be things like Nile crocodiles, sometimes lions and leopards and cheetahs. So the electric catfish's discharge will probably do nothing to stop them. It might tickle them a little bit. It might cause them to say, what the heck was that pain? But then they'll go right back to the electric catfish, and they'll just eat the electric catfish once they get used to the small voltage from the electric catfish. Whereas on the other side of the world, in South America, where a jaguar or a caiman may attempt to pick up an electric eel, the electric eel is going to discharge 600 volts. And that's going to kill the caiman and kill the jaguar. So unfortunately for the electric catfish, while their small voltage may discharge and it may persuade some predators to leave it alone, 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, the electric catfish will become prey to larger things that are immune to electricity, like Nile crocodiles and lions and things of that sort. But for the most part, electric catfish and electric eels use their electricity to avoid being prey. And electric eels are very successful in that because they can reach up to 600 volts. The larger the eel, the larger the voltage. The same goes for the electric catfish. The larger the catfish, the larger the voltage. But the electric eels are more deadly than the electric catfish. If you don't believe me, just do a search on YouTube. Do a search right here on YouTube. Electric catfish versus human. And you will see countless videos of people touching electric catfish. And the reason is their voltage does nothing but tickle, or maybe like a small slight pain. And that's about it for mammals that electric catfish can do. But they're still a pretty unique catfish, because it's not every day that you can learn or discuss a catfish that produces electricity. So that's why I answered that question, because I know that later on, after this show aired, I probably would get a question from my friend, and he would say, you know, you should have answered the question on the air. How do electric catfish differ from electric eels? Well, there you have it. Now I answered that question here on this live stream. All right. So the last topic for tonight, before we get to the fun part of these awesome informal live videos, the fun part, of course, is the videos and photos of these fish. Let's talk about tips for keeping the electric catfish in home aquariums. Now, like I said earlier, I have yet to keep an electric catfish, and I definitely want to. What really attracts me to the electric catfish is that, unlike the electric eel, their voltage is significantly lower, which means that your probability of having tank mates is a lot higher. And also, your probability of dying from an electric catfish shock is probably closer to 0 than you think. Anyway, let's talk about tips for keeping electric catfish in home aquariums. Keeping electric catfish in home aquariums can be a very rewarding experience, according to A.I., but it requires careful attention to their specific needs. Firstly, ensure that you have a spacious aquarium, because like we talked about earlier, most of the electric catfish available in the aquarium hobby can get anywhere from 1 foot to 3 feet in length. So ideally, you want at least 100 gallons, as these fish can grow large and need plenty of room to swim. They are active sometimes, but they still need a big tank. Provide a well-filtered and oxygenated environment, as electric catfish thrive in clean water conditions. The water temperature should be maintained between 75 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And for those of you in other countries, that would be 24 to 30 degrees Celsius, because I have a worldwide audience, and thank you everybody for that. And you'll need a pH level of 6.5 to 7.5. Since they are nocturnal and prefer dim lighting, consider using subdue lighting or providing plenty of hiding spots with rocks and driftwood. Electric catfish are predatory and they can be aggressive, so it is best to house them alone or with other large, robust fish that can handle their electric discharges. Now, upon my personal research on electric catfish, I got mixed reviews on keeping tank mates with electric catfish. I've got people that said they have no problem keeping them with other fish. Some people say they have them in with synodontis and African cichlids and have no problem. Some people say they have them with Oscars and other monster fish with no problem. I think the best answer for that, personally, would be a huge aquarium, plenty of rocks and driftwood, and plenty of territory for your electric catfish to claim. And I think your electric catfish would be happy. It would have no reason to venture out and try and attack anything in the tank if it has plenty of tank or plenty of space to call its own. So that's why I think a lot of people have success keeping electric catfish with tank mates. Is they have a large tank. They've got plenty of rock work for not only the electric catfish, but for the other fish in the aquarium as well. You know, I've actually seen it at a local fish store in Mass, electric catfish being kept with full-grown featherfin synodontis. So I think synodontis are actually immune to electric catfish. There's no scientific proof, but I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it in my local fish store. So that is enough for me to believe that electric catfish can live with synodontis cats. Now, feed them a varied diet of live or frozen food, such as shrimp, worms, and fish, to ensure they receive adequate nutrition. Now, catfish are catfish. They will eat just about anything, but be sure to feed them a good diet. Regular monitoring and maintenance of water quality, along with a thoughtful setup, will help keep your electric catfish healthy and thriving. They are unique and fascinating creatures, but their ability to generate electrical shocks makes them challenging to house with tank mates. Ideally, they should be kept alone to prevent harming other fish. However, if you are determined to include tank mates like me, consider large, robust fish that can withstand potential shocks and are not aggressive themselves. Species such as large cichlids like Oscars or Jack Dempsey's may be suitable, as they can handle the electric catfish temperament and environment. It is crucial to provide ample space, hiding spots, and territories to minimize stress and potential conflicts. Always monitor interactions closely and be prepared to separate fish if necessary to ensure the well-being of all tank inhabitants. And that is tips for keeping the electric catfish in home aquariums. All right, and that is all the information that I got for you on electric catfish. If you have any questions or concerns or thoughts on the electric catfish, now is the time to post them in the comments. Go ahead and post any thoughts, questions, or comments on the electric catfish in the comments, and I will answer them here on the show. But right now, it is time for some fun. Right now, it is time for images and videos of these unique, unorthodox, predatory, electrical, shocking catfish. So let's get to our photos first. Let's take a look at how unique these catfish look, because they definitely are a pretty cool catfish. So here is our first pic of a electric catfish. And this is one of the dwarf electric catfish species. This catfish doesn't get any bigger than 6 inches. It is a pretty unique looking catfish in my personal opinion. Up next, we have one of the large growing electric catfish. This one can reach up to a foot, sometimes even larger. And in the wild, they have potential of reaching up to 3 feet in length. Is definitely something that is scary when you think about it. They can get up to 3 feet in length. Very, very cool catfish. Here's another image of a electric catfish. Very unique looking. They look cool in a black background. I gotta admit, they do look very unique with a black background. Here is our next electric catfish. This is someone's electric catfish in a home aquarium. And as I said earlier, they have like a Mr. Potato look to them. Very cool. Here are some more electric catfish. You can actually keep electric catfish together. Just like you can keep electric eels together, you should have no problem keeping electric catfish together. Now, I want to show you what electric catfish look like as they get monstrous. They take a really thick and wide appearance. Here is a 10 to 11 inch electric catfish. Look how monstrous it looks. Very, very monstrous looking electric catfish. It is very sausage-like. It is very potato-like. It is very unique looking. And as you can see in there, there's a Jack Dempsey in there. So I'm kind of confident that you can have tank mates with these guys. I don't know if I would personally risk it, but if I really wanted them and I really wanted tank mates, maybe I'd give it a shot. Here's a beautiful picture from an online fish store showing a group, or actually showing two electric catfish. And for all my Canadian friends out there, Below Water is a great online fish store, and they also ship in the United States as well. Here's another large electric catfish, very, very cool catfish, very, very unique looking as well. They are definitely a cool catfish. In terms of monstrous looks, in terms of creepy, I don't think it gets any creepier than an electric catfish when it comes to fish from Africa. And then we've got another electric catfish here. And as you can see, they lack a nasal barbel like other catfish. They don't have that. And they're very, very cool looking. So we saw that picture already. Here is another Melipoturus electricus, which is the most common electric catfish. It is the most common you'll find in the aquarium hobby. This is a freshly wild-caught electric catfish. Very cool. What happened there? Sorry. There we go. It's back up on the screen. So that's a freshly wild-caught electric catfish. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's move on now. Here is our next electric catfish. All right. Oh, why is it? There we go. Okay, so that's our next electric catfish. Very, very cool. Very unique bodied fish. And we've got one final image to share with you. One final electric catfish image. And here it is. So definitely a catfish that oddball lovers and monster fish freaks like myself would love. All right, so tonight on Life in Africa, I've got 7 electric catfish videos that I'm going to play. We're going to play the first 3 videos, and then we're going to take our intermission. So let's get to our first electric catfish video, shall we? Very, very nice. You can't go wrong with Electric Catfish. Here is our next video. All right, and here is our final video before we take our intermission. These are electric catfish that are freshly imported from Africa at an online fish store. All right, so as I said earlier in the show, Life in Africa is proudly presented by Oasis Aquatics, and they have a new website coming, oasisaquaticsonline.com. It is not up and running yet, but that'll be your new place to buy tropical fish. And Life in Africa is also presented by African Joy Flicks. Now is the time that we can partner together and we can support African wildlife and African families. African Joy Flex is a video service website that is similar to Cameo, except it is produced and made by African families, supporting African wildlife and African families. You can save 20% by using my discount code WH20, and you can get a customized birthday greeting, a customized anniversary greeting, a special event greeting, a special occasion greeting. More information will be talked about on this intermission. Also, during this intermission, you're going to hear about some special upcoming live streams and so much more. So don't go anywhere. Life in Africa continues right after this quick intermission. And when we come back, we've got 4 more electric catfish videos and then a quick recap of what we talked about tonight here on Life in Africa.
Welcome to Saturday.
Welcome to Saturday.
Live.
Live.
WRX. Cardinale. Saturday Live.
Saturday Live.
Is now worldwide.
Is now worldwide.
Yeehaw! That was an amazing video, right? You want to know what else is amazing? Partnering with African Joy Flicks. African Joy Flicks is a video production company that supports African families and African wildlife. They are much very like Cameo. They create birthday greetings, they create special occasion greetings, they create anniversary greetings, They create customized video greetings for you. You can have them send a loved one a birthday video. You can have them send a loved one an anniversary video, all customizable to your liking. And it's for a great cause. It is supporting African wildlife and African families. So you know, I, Alex Cardinale, am proud to be part of the African Joy Flicks family. Now, I'm thrilled to offer this to my viewers at a discounted price of 20% off. You can get 20% off your African Joy Flex video by using the discount code WH20. So, at checkout, enter the discount code WH20 and you will get 20% off your customized video from African Joy Flex. So I challenge you and I encourage you to support African families and African wildlife and purchase one of these amazing videos that are produced by African people supporting African wildlife and African families. The video I got was amazing, and I'm sure you're going to love this video too. Discount code WH20. Click the link in the description of today's video. Aqua Alex here with a very special announcement. I am very proud to announce the very first Oasis Aquatics giveaway. This giveaway is known as Find Your Oasis Giveaway. The winner will receive $100 in-store credit to be used at oasisaquaticsnj.com. The giveaway will run from July 15th through December 26th, 2024. This giveaway is a great way to support a small mom and pop online fish shop and also grow the aquarium hobby at the same time. So, who is going to win $100 in store credit at Oasis Aquatics? We will find out towards the end of the year, at the end of December. Here is how you enter the Find Your Oasis giveaway. Place an order with Oasis Aquatics. Simply go to www.oasisaquaticsnj.com. Check out the stock list and click on the How to Order tab and hit the Send Email button. In the email, state the fish you want, your address with your zip code, and your phone number. Be sure to mention you are entering the Find Your Oasis giveaway. Everyone who enters will be entered into a drawing, and the winner will be announced on the final Friday Live with Aqua Alex of 2024 in late December. Good luck, everyone. So, fish keepers, go get yourself some quality fish today and enter to win $100 in store credit that you can win at the end of December. OasisAquaticsNJ.com. Check out their amazing stock list and place an order today, and you'll automatically be entered into the Find Your Oasis giveaway. I hope to see some entries. Good luck, everyone, and I hope you join this giveaway.
I'd like to invite you to come join a wonderful Facebook fish keeping and reptile group. This group is dedicated to aquarium and reptile hobbyists all around the world and of all ages. We welcome everyone. This is a laid-back, drama-free Facebook group with one goal in mind: to grow and expand the aquarium and reptile hobby. While we mainly have aquarium hobbyists, we are currently welcoming reptile hobbyists as well. We encourage aquarium and reptile content creators, aka YouTubers, to come and share their videos and live streams with us. Post photos of your fish and reptiles and feel free to post questions and interact with our members. We also have weekly activities. Log on to Facebook right now and search for our group. Yep, we like fish and reptiles. Join our group. Yep, we like fish and reptiles today.
It's a scaringly good episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale coming your way live this Saturday, October 12, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Get ready for some delicious sweet treats. Chef Alex whips out the KitchenAid stand mixer and preheats the oven as he will show you how to make Halloween sugar cookies and whoopie pies. Get more scaringly good Halloween facts, Halloween topics including when to buy Halloween candy and other treats besides candy to give on Halloween. Aqua Alex's Halloween featured fish is the Jaguar cichlid, and the featured Halloween candy is the Twix Ghoulish Green Candy. Alex will have facts on TBS and WWE NXT. Plus, Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan Alex Cardinale previews Week 6 where the Buccaneers take on the Saints, and so much more. Live Saturday, October 12, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific right here on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Dive into the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel and celebrate 250 episodes of aquatic adventure with us.
Get ready to be biting. Get ready to learn about fish with teeth. Fish that can definitely leave a mark or fish that can rip and tear. It's Toothy Friday Live, and it's the next special episode of Friday Live with Aqua Alex. Live Friday, October 18th, 2024 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get ready to learn about fish with teeth. Aqua Alex will feature the Caribbean piranha, red-tail barracuda, and the tarpon. The South American featured fish will be the black piranha, black wolffish, and the black pacu. The African featured fish will be the African Odo pike, tigerfish, and the MBU pufferfish. Plus, learn about needlefish as the saltwater featured fish. Toothy Friday Live with Aqua Alex will kick off Piranha Weekend, and Piranha Weekend concludes with Piranha Saturday Live on October 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. After a thrilling and successful Stingray Saturday Live, Alex Cardinale is proud to announce another special themed episode of Saturday Live, dedicated to another aquatic creature with a bad reputation. Let's get ready to tangle the piranha. Get ready for an electrifying special episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale that dives deep into the thrilling world of piranhas. Tune in on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on The Real Alex Cardinale's YouTube channel. This episode will spotlight 3 fascinating piranha species: the red belly piranha, the black piranha, and the Manueli piranha. Ever wondered if these notorious fish are truly dangerous to humans, or whether they can make good pets? Alex Cardinale will tackle these questions and more, bringing you expert insights and captivating visuals. Don't miss out on this fantastic episode that promises to be both educational and entertaining. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a moment of the action. Piranha Saturday. Live with Alex Cardinale. Live Saturday, October 19th, 2024, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific here on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Get ready for a spooktacular night of entertainment as you join the real Alex Cardinale for a thrilling Halloween 2024 livestream. Tune in on Thursday, October 31st, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific to experience a Halloween like no other. Host Cookie Monster Alex Cardinale, known for his love of cookies and playful monster antics, will guide you through an evening filled with eerie excitement. Enjoy Halloween music, spine-tingling stories, fascinating fish-keeping discussions, and delve into infamous Halloween crimes. Special appearances by Chef Alex, Detective Alex, and Aqua Alex promise to make this livestream a hauntingly memorable event. Don't miss out on this frightfully fun celebration, and remember to catch all the chills and thrills live on the real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel. Happy Halloween, and see you there. Live Thursday, October 31st, 2024 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
All right, welcome back to Life in Africa, episode 14. Tonight we have been talking about the electric catfish. It's electric, baby. That's right, this catfish is electric. So before we had our intermission, I gave you some wonderful information on electric catfish, including the two different families of electric catfish from Africa. And then we saw some photos and videos of electric catfish. Well, now it's time to conclude this episode with some more videos of electric catfish. I've got 4 videos of electric catfish I'm going to play, and then I'm going to give you a complete recap of everything we talked about here on electric catfish. So here is our next video. So as you just saw, electric catfish have no problem eating any food that you offer them. Very, very cool. Well, here is our next video. Very, very nice. And now it's time for our final video on electric catfish. All right, so those are all the videos that I've got for you tonight here on Life in Africa. It has been a blast talking about the electric catfish, and trust me, after having to reschedule multiple live streams, it is a blast to be back live on the air with a working studio. You know, I kind of like broadcasting from my tablet because I get to press play with my finger instead of using a mouse or instead of using a computer. So I might be broadcasting from my tablet in the future always. It's kind of fun. I like it. Really, really cool. It feels like I'm on like an actual TV show. All right, so let's get to our electric catfish recap. Let's go over some information that we discussed about the electric catfish. So there are actually two different families of electric catfish. One of the electric catfish families is a large growing African catfish family. They can get anywhere from 12 inches up to 3 feet. So 1 foot to 3 feet for the largest growing electric catfish family. Now that large growing family is known as Malapaturus, but there's also a second family that is much more petite, much more smaller, and that is the Paradoxoglinus electric catfish family. They get anywhere from 4.5 to 6 inches, 4.5 to 6 inches, but they are extremely rare in the aquarium hobby. Whatever species you are considering getting, the electric catfish is extremely hardy, and it'll be a definitely unorthodox and unique fish to keep. But they can be territorial, and they do have electrical voltages. They can produce up to 300 volts of lightning, volts of electricity, not lightning, but similar to lightning. But the electric catfish can produce electricity, similar to the electric eel. However, the electric catfish's electricity is really, really less significant than that of the electric eel. The electric eel has a much stronger electric force than the electric catfish. But nonetheless, the electric catfish is still a beautiful catfish that is found all throughout Africa, and they are popular in the aquarium hobby. The most popular species being the Electoris catfish, which can get up to 3 feet, but really cool fish. It's 50-50. Some people have success having tank mates, some don't. My best recommendation, as I said a couple times throughout the show, would be to have a large aquarium and plenty of hiding places. So I've had a blast talking about the electric catfish tonight on Life in Africa. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the electric catfish. If you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Please smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please share this video on social media. I'm trying to get my monetization up. I need some more watch hours. We're getting very close to me getting monetized, so I'd appreciate it if you guys would share my videos. Once I get monetized, I will be opening up memberships. And in my memberships, you'll have exclusive content only available for members. Members-only content will include a weekly live stream between me and my business partner, Tom McGuire of Oasis Aquatics. You'll only be able to watch that if you're a member of my YouTube channel. It'll launch exclusively once I hit monetization. There will also be other awesome members-only live streams coming up once I get monetized, but we can only get there when we get monetized, and we're really close. So please be sure to share this video and all my videos on social media, and let's get some more views. On the next episode of Life in Africa, can you guys believe it'll be our 15th episode already? On episode 15, we're going to talk about another African catfish family. In a couple of weeks, we'll talk about the Synodontis catfish here live on Life in Africa. We'll discuss the Synodontis decoris, we'll discuss the cuckoo Synodontis, we'll discuss the featherfin Synodontis, and all these Synodontis catfish species. So get ready to learn about Synodontis on the next episode of Life in Africa. and to check out any of our previous 13 episodes of Life in Africa, just go to my playlist here on YouTube, The Real Alex Cardinale, Life in Africa. With that being said, happy fish keeping. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time on Life in Africa. Good night from Green Acres, Florida. Stay safe, everyone, and go New York Yankees. Good night, and thank you for watching Life in Africa.
Thank you for watching this live stream on the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Whether you learned about tropical fish, a crime, an American tragedy, or had fun on Saturday Live, your view is what keeps the great content coming. Thank you for supporting Alex Cardinale and watching this live. It's hard to believe we are quickly approaching 11 years together. Get ready for a big 11-year celebration taking place in New Jersey. Special thanks to our sponsor Oasis Aquatics for helping our channel grow. Looking for quality tropical fish? Check out oasisaquaticsnj.com. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share this video on social media and let your friends view too. Remember, sharing is caring. Subscribe for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching and stay legendary. Goodbye for now. We will see you on the next live.